Hello, everyone. In this session, we will be discussing the Employee Personal Information (EPI) template, specifically how to enter data into the various sections of the template. The template includes several tabs: Instructions, Employee, Employee Address, Bank Account, Employee Phone, and Employee Language. We will go through each of these tabs step by step to demonstrate how to input the required information. Here are the instructions. This sheet outlines the purpose and required fields for each tab in the template. It serves as a guide for you to understand where and how to enter specific data. Following the instructions section, there is a definitions section. This provides detailed explanations of the fields in each tab to ensure clarity and consistency when completing the template. The next section is prerequisites for the template, which outlines the necessary information and preparations required before entering any data into the current templates. This ensures that you have everything ready to proceed smoothly. We then have the template instructions section. This explains what information needs to be entered and how it should be formatted across the various tabs. Following this is the template data entry instructions section, which provides step-by-step guidance for accurately inputting data into each part of the template. Lastly, there is a triggers section. These triggers are built-in checks that help identify potential issues in the data, such as duplicates or incorrect entries. They are essential for maintaining data accuracy and consistency. Please make sure to read all instructions carefully before entering any information into the templates. Okay, let's go through each template tab one by one to understand how to input the data correctly. Let's cover the Employee Template tab. Please navigate to the corresponding sheet. Let's begin with Organization. You will enter the name of the organization to which the employee belongs. For example, in this template, ABC is used as a sample organization. If you are working with different organizations, enter the appropriate name accordingly. Multiple organization names can also be added if you manage employees across different entities. Next is employee number or employee code. This field requires the unique employee ID assigned by your organization. Ensure each entry is distinct to avoid duplication. Following is employment type. You will indicate the type of employment: contract, intern, permanent, or part-time. Select the appropriate value from the predefined list. If the employment type is not listed, you may manually enter the applicable category. After that is employee full name. Enter the full name of the employee, including first name, middle name, and last name. Ensure names are entered accurately and completely. Lastly, employment start date. Input the employee's first official working day with the organization. Employment end date is optional. This field can be used if the employee has a known end date such as contract expiration or planned exit. Otherwise, it may be left blank. The next field is gender. Select the employee's gender from the list of available values, for example, male or female. Following that is date of birth. Enter the employee's date of birth in the specified format. After that is email address. Provide the personal email address of the employee. Next is marital status. Choose the employee's marital status from the list of values: single, married, divorced, widower, or widow. The blood type is next. You will indicate the employee's blood group, for example, A+ or O-. Then, for country and state, you will specify the country and state the employee is from. Nationality comes after that. Enter the nationality of the employee. Aadhaar number is for Indian clients only. This is a unique 12-digit identification number issued by the Government of India. It should only be filled in for employees who possess an Aadhaar card. Next is religion name. Enter the religion of the employee from the list of values. After that is mobile number. You will input the employee's contact number. Lastly, you will provide the payment method. Indicate how the employee is being paid: cash, online transfer, check, or similar. The next section is the employee address template. Let's move to the employee address template. These are the details for each field in this sheet. You will enter the name of the organization the employee is associated with. That is followed by the employee number or code or staff ID. You will input the unique identification number assigned by the organization. This must match the ID used in the employee template. The next section is address type. Select the type of address from the drop-down list. There is primary, secondary, emergency, and temporary. The primary address is mandatory for all employees. If the employee has additional addresses, like emergency or temporary, you may add those as separate rows with the same employee number and the corresponding address type. For example, if an employee has both primary and secondary addresses, 2 entries with the same employee number should be created, each specifying the relevant address type. Next is the address lines section. Enter the address details in the following fields: address line 1, address line 2, and address line 3 if applicable. Then, provide the city, state or region, zip code, and country. Following this is permanent address, same as residential address. If the permanent address is the same as the residential address, mark this checkbox as Y for true. When marked as true, the system will automatically use the residential address as the permanent address, and you do not need to fill in the permanent address fields again. However, if the permanent address is different, leave the checkbox as N for false and manually enter the permanent address details, including address lines, city, state or region, zip code, and country. Next, let's understand how to fill in the bank account template. You will enter the name of the organization the employee belongs to. This helps associate the bank account with the correct entity. Following this is the employee number. Provide the unique employee code or ID used within the organization. For example, for Onfinity, an employee number might be 200-0111. You will enter the name of the bank where the employee holds an account, for example, State Bank of India. After that is the routing number, or IFSC code or BIC. Input the IFSC code associated with the employee's bank branch. This is required for identifying the exact branch for electronic transactions. The next field is account holder name. Mention the account holder's name exactly as it appears in the bank records. Typically, this should match the employee's name. After that, enter the employee's bank account number accurately to avoid any payment issues. The BBN or IBAN number is applicable. If available, add the BBN, which stands for Bank Branch Number, or IBAN, which stands for International Bank Account Number, especially for international payments. Finally, provide the bank address. Enter the full address of the bank branch, including address line 1, 2, and 3, if applicable. You will also include the city, state or region, zip code, and country. This information ensures that salary payments and other transactions are processed smoothly and without error. Next, we will cover the employee phone template. This template is used to record the various contact numbers associated with each employee. Here is how to fill in the required fields. You will enter the name of the organization the employee is part of. After that, provide the unique employee code or ID, as used in the organization's records. The next field is country name. You will specify the country in which the phone number is registered. For example, if the employee resides in India, enter India as the country name. After that, enter the appropriate country dialing code for the phone number. For example, for India, the country code is +91. Here's the next section. You will select the type of phone number from the list of predefined values. Options typically include home phone, office phone, mobile, fax, ISDN, or cell phone. You will choose the option that best describes the number being entered. Next is the phone number itself. Enter the actual phone number, without the country code, as it is already provided in the earlier column. Ensure the number is accurate and complete. Okay, let's cover an example entry. The organization is Onfinity. The employee number is 200-0111. The country name is India. The country code is +91. The phone type is office phone. The phone number is 912-3245841. This format ensures consistency in contact information across employee records. We now move on to the employee language template, which is a data entry guide. The employee language template is used to capture the languages known by each employee, along with their proficiency levels in reading, writing, and speaking. Let's cover the steps to fill the template. You will enter the name of the organization the employee belongs to. Then, provide the unique employee ID for whom you are entering language details. Next, you will select the language the employee knows from the list of values. Then, you will provide the proficiency for reading, writing, and speaking. For reading, enter Y for yes if the employee can read the language, or N for no. For writing, enter Y if the employee can write in the language, or N otherwise. For speaking, enter Y if the employee can speak the language, or N if not. If an employee is proficient in multiple languages, create separate rows for each language by repeating the same employee number and organization name for each entry. We've reached the conclusion of this walkthrough of the Employee Personal Information, or EPI template. We have covered how to enter data into the employee address, bank account, employee phone, and employee language sections. Please ensure all instructions are carefully followed to maintain data accuracy and integrity. Thank you for attending.